right, it's time for Connecting the Dots, people. Good morning to you, wherever you are this time, listening to National Broadcaster DBS Radio. I'm in the Ted Daily studio. As we start off this morning, September 2025. Our guests are here. We are ready. It's our turn to spend some time together. Give us 2 hours and we will strengthen the ties that bind us. Grab a seat, take a chair, stand if you have to. Gather all the connecting the daughters. Connecting the daughters, imagine that, eh? It's always a pleasure to do this on a Saturday morning. Nigel and I have an extra laddie Y on a Saturday. A vavoom, as Ted Daly would say. Where is Nigel? Where is Nigel? Nigel, Francis. I'm not seeing Nigel. Nigel, are you on? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's up?
say someone got D. Well,
Can you hear me?
No, okay, I'm hearing you now, loud and clear.
You hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Today is my turn to have technical difficulties, but it's all good.
Okay,
Can you hear me now? You can hear me, right?
Of course, I can hear you loud and clear. I'm not seeing you. I'm not sure what is happening.
Let me see if you can see me now.
Yeah, man, Nigel, put on your camera.
One of those days.
Okay,
you know?
it's all right. We're going to make this work with today there. You see, after what happened the last time we had the same guests.
Yes.
It ain't going to happen again.
All right, let me see what happened in there now.
Yeah. But okay. Nigel, look at you, in a pretty top
all right,
there.
You can see me now.
I can see you, Nigel.
Yes.
Devil
is trying something there.
Yes.
Block him.
Block the devil, man. Go away, Mr. Satan. Stay far from me.
Go away.
Who sang that song? You remember, Nigel? Go away. Or stay away, Mr. Satan. Stay far from me.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. He was trying something to block me.
The devil said in trouble for you.
I said not twice in a row.
I can understand that. Yes. But Nigel, it's a pleasure to have you.
What's up?
Yes, man, I'm there. I'm feeling nice and dandy. To take a quote from Ted Daly. Talking about Ted Daly, and you remember that term vavoom?
Yes.
Ted Daly used to say that a lot. In fact, to be called Ted, man, Nigel.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so keep talking. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, I need to get Ted Daly. Yes, so keep talking.
Nice and dandy. And you still have something he used to say about the drive time. You're not coming now, but of course, the bosom body himself, the way he would say what he had to say and make sure everything was rhyming nicely. Nobody did it like the TD. Nobody did it like Ted, man. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Nice to have you again logged on Connecting the Dots. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. As always, we appreciate you connecting with us. And today is no exception. This is going to be one of another beautiful Saturday mornings here. We connect for our people. Like when I try to make magic, we can talk to Ted. Imagine that. I should say Ted Daly. Is she in the Ted Daly studio? No, the Ted Daly studio is which one? Is it Studio 1 or Studio 2? I don't remember, it's one of those. If you enter DBS, so maybe Ra might be in the Ted Daly studio or the Felix Henderson studio, one of the two. I don't know which one they're in right now. Yes.
We're here. Ra is in all his glory. There's something about Black and Ra. But we'll get that when we bring on Ra. Nigel, guess what I have on the line?
Don't
the
tell
big
me,
T.
let me know.
Ted Daly. Good morning.
You have the big T on the line.
But that's man. I always call him Ted. Ted Daly, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine, man. How are you today, Saturday?
Pretty good. Just relaxing.
Nice to hear.
Watching some football. Everton against.
Yes, Ted.
Talk to me.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I have Nigel on with me as well. So Nigel is going to big you up. Yes, Nigel.
Hey, Ted. Morning, man.
Hey, morning, Mr. Nigel Francis. What's going on?
Everything is good. It's good to hear your voice again, man. Beautiful to hear that on a Saturday morning. I was just telling Ivona on the Ted Daily Show in the afternoon when Ted started, Ted would say, I was trying to remember what Ted would say and I couldn't remember.
You hear that laugh still?
Easier not to
forget. Once that time started on an afternoon and we tuned in for the Ted Daily Show, there was something to remember.
Absolutely, no doubt about it, Nigel.
Ted, also your boy Derrick Peters is on, so you may want to say hello to him, and he will want to say hello to you as well, Ted. Hey Ra,
Absolutely.
come in.
Hiya, good day, good day. Hey Ted, what's up, what's up? Greetings.
Hey, the one and only Ra, the man that made Bouyon what it is today around the world.
Respect, Ted. It's always a pleasure hearing you and running into you, hearing your voice, and I mean, it's very uplifting. And you can't say DBS without you say Ted Daly. I mean, they just work together. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And you know the drive time, and you know, I don't want to go to bed, I want to listen to Ted instead.
Yes.
In your head.
Yeah, of
Sorry.
course. your daily bread.
Well, Ted, I know you cannot do the laugh like before. You had a laddie white, Ted, and the laugh would go on for like maybe a minute or two, you know. I know you cannot do it.
I still got it.
Okay, let's hear a little of it, even if you have to cut it short.
1, 2, here we go.
Man, those were
That
the
was
days,
a special laugh those days, man.
I
I'm
tell
telling
you. Ted, it surely is a pleasure, man, to just make connection with you. As I said, I always call you now and then. We always have our little chit chat, whether it's just off air or on air. But it's really nice to hear you, Ted.
Definitely. And it's always a pleasure hearing Ivone's. Let me tell you, nothing helps me better than the gorgeous Mistress D, who is the rock behind me.
Yes, nice. I haven't spoken to her in a while. When I called, you answered. So tell her I said hi. She may be listening.
Yeah, hold on, Ivone.
Hey.
Tell her.
Hey, Heffy.
Hi, Ivone.
How you doing, my girl?
I'm good.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Nice to. I just decided to just give Ted a call, man. You know, we do that now and then. And I'm so happy that I did this. And Ted is still in his glory. His voice is sounding okay. I saw a photo of him just recently looking like a gentle tash. So you're doing a very good job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Nice. So all the best, Effie.
Okay, you too.
All right. So Ted Daly.
Hold on.
Yes, Ted.
Hi, JB. It's always a pleasure hearing your voice. It treasures the moments and it brings the joy and the laughter. Everything is everything.
Everything is everything. The FIT, the FITS team. You remember that, right?
Absolutely.
Felix, Ivona, and Ted.
Felix, Ivona, and Ted.
Those were
Cannot
the days.
forget that.
Yeah. Well, Ted, all the best, man. All the best. And we have as well Maurice Isles, who is our guest with Ra on the program today. You remember, of course, his father. You'd always call him, right? Maurice Isles, Maurice Marshall Bois.
Yep.
Marshall Bois.
Yes.
Good morning, sir. Oh, yeah.
He's telling you good morning as well.
All right. Many thanks. It's a pleasure hearing everybody else.
Yes, it's a pleasure hearing you, Ted. We'll talk again, Ted.
Give Radix my regards.
Of course, we'll do that. La Juan du Disc. Ambassador.
The Prince of Mix.
Yes.
Ambassador.
Yeah. All right. So, Ted, all the best to you, man. We'll talk again. We'll do this now and then.
Yeah, anytime you're ready, I'm fully prepared.
I have an urge to call BA for some reason for at least 2 minutes. So, let's see what happens.
Okay. Take care.
All the best, Ted.
The pleasure.
Niceness. Yes, Nigel.
Nice.
I feel like calling BA. Wait for 1 minute
I
quickly
love
there.
I love this.
You think I should call BA quickly?
But of course,
Okay.
BA
So
call
keep
quickly,
talking.
man.
Let me see if I can get BA.
See if you can get BA.
Yeah.
We're connecting today with all the
Of course, the man.
originals.
Yeah.
Because we have the originals.
Yeah.
Because we start discussing
You see?
the music
You
industry
see
and
it?
everything else. So it's good to get the original DJs that used to spin
One
that
thing, you
music
smarter,
back then.
Nigel. You smarter. You
Yes.
realize what we are doing there. Yeah. Let me see if I can get Ted. Keep talking, Nigel.
We're just setting it up nicely. You know,
Yeah.
that way, when we get the discussion rolling, we can remember in the afternoon times, of course, BB in his own right.
Oh.
On a Tuesday evening, he
So
was
keep
doing his
talking.
own things as well. But of course, when you go back to Nightbox, and all those days when the kind of music was different then. But we'll be talking about that and more as well. As we try to make connection with BAB, just had Ted Daly as well. And then, of course, it's going to be a wonderful morning, man, with Ron Morris. We're going to find out so much about the original music. I know Ra is also busy getting ready for a big production that's coming up. Yeah, so I'll talk to him a little bit about that as well. Back into the theater business. Hey, Panman, good morning to you. Sometimes he log on at the early mornings wherever he is traveling. I'm not sure if he is back in South Africa or wherever he is. Joe Cam, good morning. Hey, look, Joe Cam says good morning. Yes, Joe Cam, another one of the original DJs as well. Had his program on DBS and Kyrie too.
But best I call Joe Cam 2 man after I call BA.
But
What?
just call everybody.
We'll not have Dominica Corner. We'll leave on the Dominica Corner
This morning
today.
is this morning is the original connection.
But
The
I have
connection
BA on the
is-
line. I have B. Hey, look, I lose BA.
You
I
lose
think
him?
it's my fault. I know what I did wrong. So keep talking, Nigel. Let me call
All
him
right,
again.
keep talking. Whilst I say good morning to Joe Cam as well. Joe Cam, good morning to you. Who are some of the other originals now? We had Joe Cam, we had BA, we had Ted. Who else we used to have on the original? Maybe Raniam can help me, We had BA, we had Ted, we had Joe Cam. Who are some of the long time other DJs we had, man? Who's telling me morning, sir? Morning, sir, to you too as well. I'm not sure, but good morning to you. It's nice to have you on Connecting the Dots. Let's see, Alicia Griffith, good morning to you. Edwina London, good morning. Saying hi to Ra. Ra even come on and Ra getting so much good mornings already.
Yeah.
Snapper Laura, it's always nice as always. Good morning to you. Yes, Ted said hi too.
Yeah.
You
So I have
BA
BA
here?
on. Yes, we have
Okay.
BA there, Papa. Wow. Hey, BA.
Hey, morning, Ivona. What's up?
I'm fine, and you, my dear?
Oh, I'm cool. I'm just taking it easy. Like the people say, one day at a time, sweet Jesus.
But Nigel, BA and I go way back, Boy, stories.
Of course.
Stories for so. BA,
Stories, right?
Yes, Ivona.
what's the vibes, man?
Well, I'm just watching cricket. Like Ted says, he's watching football. I'm watching the women's cricket, India versus Australia, and I'm listening to you guys.
Okay, that's nice. BA, man. Wow. Say that for us, though, please.
Remember, you're not going to get it sharp, right?
But it's okay. We'll take what we get.
I'll try a thing. Wow.
Man, BA, it's a
Hey,
pleasure
yes,
to rise here as well. I know Ra want to big you up as well.
Oh, most definitely. You know what I mean? We have to big up BABA because now BABA is a special guy in my life as well because now we connected. I mean, through my two children, Ajmal and Sonaj, he's a granddad.
Yeah.
So you could tell where Ajmal gets certain things. I was just thinking when you say he was gonna call not only Ted but BABA, and that just put me right back to the days of Nightbox.
Yeah.
I was Licky Youth Man running in there and listening to BABA running his table. Wow, you know what I mean? And of course, any Queen shows and everything there. So when I see Ajmal doing things, I could tell it's not only from my genes. Or from my t-shirt alone, or from my vest, you also get that from, BABA.
Trust you.
Yeah. So big up yourself, BA. Give my love to all those on the other side, you know what I mean? Big respect, and definitely Sonaj and Ajmal and all the rest there send their love,
Yeah, I intend to do the same thing too. I want to say hello to them. Yeah, and then you said something. Ajmal took the height by his grandpa, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because I tell him, well, he could be running couple little vibes and it's straight from your vibes, your style of doing things, Yeah.
Yes, I BA, man. Remember those days, man, spinning the records back in the day, especially in the Tuesday night, the reggae vibes.
The reggae night show, right? And not forgetting the reggae queen Ivona.
Those were the days, man. Those were the days.
Yeah, I want to say hello to your bosom buddy Ted Daly and Mrs. Daly. I heard them. This man is sounding like he's 18 years old,
Yeah. Yeah, man. Jeunesse. You could also say, well, we also have as our guest this morning, with Ra, we have Maurice Marshall Bois Isles as well as our guest. Yeah, of course,
PKI, right?
PIK. Yes, and others, yes. CK as well.
Well, go ahead. I remember his dad, one of the most, as I say, the number one defender in Dominica.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Nigel, what's up?
What's up, my brother? What's up? What's going on?
Oh, I'm cool. I'm okay. The last time I heard your voice before it was on Carnival Day.
But I'm there like you, taking it one day at a time.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
forget the last. Hey.
Nice hearing you. Nice hearing you again, man. Me.
Yeah, nice seeing you guys. Nice talking to you. I want to say hi to everybody back home, my friends far and wide. And let me say again one more time to my grandson, Ajmal, and my granddaughter, Sonaj. And
sir.
all family and friends far, wide, just about everywhere.
Well, B, it's a pleasure linking up with you. I think we'll have you as a guest, soon. So we'll see what we can. We'll arrange for something.
We'll think about that, but let me say, can you do me a favor? Play me a song from Ra.
Okay.
Why I Love Dominica.
Okay. Unfortunately, we won't be able to play it on the live because it will, it will mess up in terms of copyright and all of that. It might just mess up the live but we will play something for you for sure.
Yeah, I'm not talking about what I'm on when I leave. You won't be able to play it when I. Okay,
Yes.
Why I Love Dominica. Anyway, thank you for
All the
having
best,
me,
man.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, you take care, BA. Yes, I Nigel. That's a nice vibes there. Let me see if I can get Jokan for 2 minutes because we have to bring on the guests at 9:30.
Yes,
it's already
yes,
26
yes.
after.
That's a nice
So keep
Dominica
talking,
corner.
Nigel. Keep talking and check the
That
book.
was our
Check the
Dominica
book.
corner for this morning. We always have the Dominica corner, so this was our Dominica
Yes,
corner.
check the book for in the meantime.
Yes. Doing the connection with some of the originals that we had. Of course, Joe Cam used to do Esperia Square and something else. I think he had something on a Saturday night as well, playing some music. So it's nice to reconnect as we bring in the originals of the music industry here and have some discussion with them. Good morning to you as well, Mahalia Joseph, always listening in on a Saturday morning. We appreciate you for that. Glenda Shillingford Peters, good morning as well. And let's see who else is saying good morning to us. So many good mornings there. Good morning to Ryan Morris. PIK, I want to hear bamboo. No bamboo today. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about how that bamboo thing come aboard when we start to talk to Morris in a little while. Let's see who else is saying hi to us.
Oh, man.
What's that? Ajmal. Oh, yes. Okay. Ajmal says good morning as well. Ajmal Peters, of course, the son. And then Wilbert Willis says, Ivons and Nigel. Bonjour. Comment ça va? City is the best of the best. Oh, Ra, when you're coming back to give us the originals, something CK. Look, we'll talk about all that as well. In a while. We'll have all those discussions coming through as Ivona try to see if she can find Jokam somewhere. She walking around in another studio. But this is Connecting the Dots. We do this every Saturday morning from 9 a.m., 9 to 11 a.m. Every Saturday, we try to connect with our Dominicans who are abroad, or Dominicans who are living in Dominica, as they continue to make their contribution and continue to keep that connection in Dominica. We appreciate that. We appreciate you guys. So, thanks for connecting. Join us every Saturday morning. That way we can keep the connection and we can keep the vibes going. I don't know if I want to have Jokam or if she have to get put minutes on her phone or what she have to do. I don't know.
Let me see if Jokam will call us. I asked him to call us because Jokam has a kind of a number there. Let me see if he'll call us quickly. If not, we have to go on. We just have 2 minutes in that session.
No problem.
Yes.
So if he calls through, that's fine. You know what I mean?
But Nigel, pretty interesting week, by the way, as we wait for him. On the 18th was the anniversary of Hurricane Maria. And if you have to listen to Ra's story, you may still cry, even years after this, So that was the anniversary. Was it the 17th and the 18th, kind of? Yes, 17th, because let me tell you something. That kind of a pong we get
from the night before
I
to the next day.
think Jokam is on the line. Let me see. Hello? Connecting the dots. What?
Good morning.
To you as well, Jokam. We have 2 minutes with you quickly. How you doing, man?
You think Jokam is joking?
Hey, no, I know you're not joking. Not today. Not on a bright Saturday. How you doing?
I'm holding on. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, guys. I'm waiting. I'm listening to you guys better than ever. Loud and clear in my drawing room. Uncle Nigel Sakafet.
Hey, Mola, Wagachibi. I am doing well.
Yes, and we also have Rawi first and Morris Isles. You may want to say hello to them.
Right. My brother, and Morris Isles, Bulls on the Run, PIK.
Yes, I.
Yes.
So yes, and Morris just said yes, so he's on as well. So Jokam, how are you doing? What is happening with you these days?
Well, I'm just holding on with my two girls at university, and we're planning to come back to Dominica, God willing, very soon. Very soon.
Okay.
With the help of God.
Okay. Jokam, you remember a lot about those days when you were spinning the tracks and, just interacting with the public, playing the music?
I was on Esperance Creole and on the Saturday night dance party, and I had some hit songs like Chatla. And a lot of Zouk Love, and these songs really hit the brains, the memory of all our fans in Dominica. And up to now, folks are calling me here in the UK. Jokam, when you going back on DBS? When you going back?
So we'll see what we can work out when you come around, man, Jokam.
Soon.
Yes, niceness. So Jokam, we'll talk to you again. We need to have you as a guest as well. We had said that long ago, so we will make arrangements for that. But it was really a pleasure to connect with you. We have to bring on our guests at this time. We're not rushing you, but it was really. I know you're always on connecting the dots, and that's good. So thank you so much for the support, man. All right.
God bless.
We'll
take care. Have a blessed weekend.
Yes.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you for calling.
Take care.
Nigel, Morris Isles, and Rob. Bye-bye.
All right, you take care, Jokam.
Thanks, man. Thanks for
whole of London for me, the whole of London. Tell them I'm coming soon.
Niceness. Hey, Nigel, but we're not bad, man.
But we're not, but of course, that's what we do. That's what we do. We just call and connect.
Of course. And we got all the people that we wanted to call and connect with. We'll try to get Henry Woodman and the others. I think Ransom Coffee, I understood, is in Dominica, Ransom, if you're in Dominica, come and check me right here in the studio.
But Ransom, you have in Dominica and
you have enough time, Ransom Coffee, you have enough time. Please come and check me at DBS Radio. You're not too far. You're not too far, okay? Yes, all right. So, Nigel, so we were saying about a pretty interesting week, this week, and what again happened. By the way, tomorrow is also the 48th anniversary of the Bagatelle disaster that occurred in 1977. Yes. Remember last year we had John Fontaine and Pamela Gist,
Yes. We had them, and it was so close to so strange that it's so close to the to the passage of Hurricane Maria in terms of dates. And we had them last year talking about that particular disaster. Yes.
Yeah, I think 13 people died. There was torrential rain, for a few days, and there was a hillside, I think, at the back of the village.
At the back of the village, it just collapsed.
So it was brought down by all the rain. It was swept away. Houses were swept away. About 13 people or more died. Wow, that was a tragedy. We should never forget. Yes.
Yep, definitely so. We've had some of those, and it's always good in the sense when you can have the dates to just not to remember, but of course, to recognize how vulnerable we are and to make sure that we keep planning and we keep doing the right things.
One thing about DBS from way back, even before I entered DBS
We've been
Radio,
documenting those
things. And in fact, tomorrow we'll run the documentary that was produced by Dr. Steinberg Henry. And if you listen to this thing from the start to the end, every year when I listen to this, it just gives me goosebumps. The story, but the way it was written, and told as well, narrated. But that's for another show. Nigel, it is time to bring on our guests. By the way, we have anybody on the live?
Oh, we have lots of people on the live. People have been saying good morning and hello to everybody
talking. And we have Met Pally there.
Good morning to you, Glenda Shillingford, Alicia Griffith, Winnie Green. We spoke to Jokam earlier as well, even on the YouTube. Of course, YouTube folks always keep saying forgetting them. So good morning to you, Liz, my dear sister. Good morning. Always nice to have you locked on. There's Catherine. Who is it now? Catherine Nicholas Lowe. Good morning to you. Good vibes only. Good morning to you as well. Sending greetings to everybody, auntie, uncle, family, grandchildren, children, Dominica on the whole. That's what she says. Yes.
All right.
So good morning to you on the YouTube as well. we appreciate you guys as always connecting, man. It's always good.
Let's bring
Really
another guest
appreciate
then, Nigel, because we have been talking there too much. And you know, Ra, I mean, the intention originally was just to start to talk to Ra as soon as we started the program.
But you know, Ra and Ra start to talk
yes,
to is
yeah,
more talk
yeah,
as well.
man,
So
yeah,
yes.
We should have a Dominica corner man and ask Ra to do it. Ra, bring on some nursery rhymes. Dominica corner, my turn. Bring on some nursery rhymes. Can I?
Some nursery rhymes. Ding dong bell.
I know
Ding dong bell, you know.
But something in the well.
Yeah, ding dong bell, you know. I mean, hey, you'll see we going the other way, so we have to go easy, you know. Yeah. I had a little nut tree, nothing could it bear.
What a silver nutmeg and a golden pear.
Right.
Because Spain's daughter came to visit me, all for the sake of my little nut tree.
You imagine for the nut tree.
Let me tell you something, man.
So
those were the
some
days,
fellas get a hold of that, you should know what will happen.
Jack Sprat could eat no fat. His wife
man.
could eat no.
I like that one, you know, about Jack Sprat.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, anyway.
Yeah. So it's half and half. What he do eating, the wife eating.
Yes.
You know, so it balance. What the wife eating, he not eating.
Yes.
So the cupboard can never be bare. Yeah. Like the old woman.
Hey, Maurice, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
All right, it's nice to have you on as well.
I haven't had my coffee yet, but I'll survive.
Okay. All right, you'll survive. Wow, it's a pleasure to have you two on the program. I remember what happened the last time. We're not even going there again.
No, we didn't go in back.
When the devil set the trap. Not today, you know. Yeah. Paula, we are here, and it's really a pleasure to have, you know, Ra and Maurice Alves. What is Ra's name again? Derrick. You know, sometimes I just see Ra's Ra. Derrick Peter, I check it.
Yeah.
What? Does it not something like the guy? Yeah. It's
Ra.
Ra.
Not something like him.
Yeah.
Not looking like him.
Yeah, not looking like him. Ra, like a racketeer, you know. Yeah. A king, a Ra. But it's really a pleasure to have them on, Nigel. And you know, when you look at what is happening now, especially in the music industry, you know, some people enjoy it, a lot of people will enjoy it, and you know, people talk about Dominica, but it's always good to go back. Where did this begin, you know? So we have to go back to the genesis of this, and it's for that reason that we decided. And Ra, it's not his first time on Connecting the Dots. We had him as a guest already. There are a lot of things, Nigel, we did not uncover, unearth, you know, in reference to what Ra is doing. But how can you uncover Ra's story in 2 hours? You really cannot. But it's really a pleasure to have both of them on Connecting the Dots. So Nigel, your turn.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a pleasure, and you know, we officially welcome them. I mean, you know, we had a little interaction, but officially welcome to Connecting the Dots. We appreciate you guys joining in this morning and sharing your journey, sharing your story, and of course, you know, discussing the music and other things that's going to come in between. So it's nice to have both of you on with us. When you have two of you, the originals, it's always good to discuss music. But more than that, it's also good to discuss everything going on. Ra, I know you're probably tired from rehearsals, but you're here, so I appreciate that. I know, is it what, November 1, November 2, back to streak again. See, I'm promoting it right there for you one time. So come to the St. Gerard's Hall, November 1, November 2. Ra probably say, but how Mr. know about that? Come here and support, you know. The reenactments or the reproduction of Streak, originally done by Alwyn and PAT, and of course Ra was in that as well. So even before we get into the music, Ra, how are rehearsals going with that?
Well, first of all, I'll begin by, you know, I know all the prayer was said already, but you know, I just want to give a small recognition to the Most High, you know what I mean, for having us here, giving us His strength. Of course, we can't forget tomorrow, as a matter of fact, will be National Day of Prayer.
Yes, that is true.
And of course, the opening of school and stuff like that, you know, we call for the blessings on all the children, the teachers, and all those people there, you know. So we'll just begin by just acknowledge the Most High for blessing us with this gathering there today. I mean, the last time we tried and we know what happened, but again, you know, we're not going to big up the enemy. We're just going to give the Most High all the strength, and so the information could pass by, you know, and people could be a little more knowledgeable of certain things and realities. And we're going to be connecting the dots. That's what we do around here. And we want to big up Ivona for such a wonderful program, for bringing on such good guests every time, and Nigel, you know, and everybody else who participates now and then, you know. And Nigel, you were talking about the rehearsal and how I get to know. But you are a member. of PAT. I mean, after my time, really, I don't think I was there when you come through. I was out of PAT already because I was in PAT from
Right.
very young, you know. Um, yeah, so Mackenzie met me and he told me, well, he wants some participation, from me and stuff like that. So I decided, okay, I'll go wrong, because anytime, even though while Alwyn was alive, still he would have reached out to me anytime because, from little youth I into that. So there's that play coming up there and it's so significant and to the times here because it's a play of the 70s. It was written in the 70s and right now we realize so much of in the 2025 it's so much reflective of what's happening though and so relevant. So I think it's a play that the audience, the people should come and really celebrate with People's Action Theatre. I know it's a mixed group, but no, it's led by Mackenzie, Severin Mackenzie, and Tessa, and a few of the older heads, of course. We call them older heads, kind of a term, but no, that's not the correct word. Older people that participated in People's Action Theatre. People like Anita will be there, Anita Bully, the widow of Alwyn. So we're looking for it a real good show, and of course I had to break my rehearsals today because I know that show is a very important show, and of course the rehearsals is important, but I just ask Sir Mackenzie to excuse me while I just take care of that part of it. And I guess sometime Ivona, as she requested, so the people of PAT would be here to talk about the show and the promotions and when it's going there. So I don't want to say too much because I think they'll be, giving a wealth of information right there. So there's where we are so far with the play with PAT.
Nice.
Strict.
When I listen to Raswell, I always think of Harambe or Harambe. What is it?
Harambe. Yes.
Harambe.
I mean, I just
led
like
by Nats,
Yes,
Sister Nats,
yes,
Natalie
yes.
Charles. Yes.
I don't think I was wrong at that time.
Yeah.
But just just learning about it and what you all did back in the day on theatre was thriving. I just have to recognize this every time I see you. So sometimes I'm driving and I see Ran, that name just comes in my mind.
Yes, yes.
Harambe.
Harambe means togetherness, unity.
Niceness.
Yeah, it's a powerful
All right.
name. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Morris.
Yes,
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Okay. Fine Saturday so far?
Yes.
Okay. It's nice to have you on as a guest as well. Take us back. Who is Morris Styles? Marshall Bois.
Well, man, I have stories. It's like it's gonna take maybe 48 hours for me.
Hey, Papa. We'll try to condense it, though. We'll try to condense it.
We're going to try and condense
But
it.
what Morris have there is Bavette, have the man.
I
It's
can
Bavette.
understand.
No.
But there's a crowd of people.
Morris, what area of Dominica, what part of Dominica is Morris from?
Well, I was raised in Pottersville, and then we moved to Kingsville, so more you must say Roseau.
So mainly in Roseau area, that's your base.
Yeah.
And in the Roseau area, in terms of school and community, you what preschool, what primary school?
Well, I went to convent prep. Yeah, I went to it's SMP, Roseau Boys School, then the technical college.
And you had
What
fun.
was it like for you? What was it like for you during that time, Morris? Remember what the school days like? You used to be singing nursery rhymes too. What were the school days like for you?
Well, around that time, I grew up around a lot of music. You had a lot of the compa, the French, the and the soukous. Well, I heard want to look Kadas, but it wasn't really my thing. I was more on those songs that are the rhythm. That's what I really like. Because you still have those guys with passing with a car and the trucks and they playing the loud music. And then well, in growing up, Ole. Used to go with my next door neighbor. And after a while, then I realized about what they call it. So I saw hear that kind of music at an early age.
That music would
Yeah,
move you,
so-
man. That you enjoy that beat, that rhythm, that
Yeah,
pulsating
and
beat.
you know, like I say, you know, you had those high fives, and you know, it gave me that boost, it gave me that drive, and I still live St. Martin, so I used to hear the other bands, and used to hear the drum machine part of it, and I was a big fan. Well, still is a big fan of Burning Flames and Something Plus. These are my two favorite bands.
17
So
again.
listening to those music from back then, you know, I had that fire in me. You know, it was in the jinx already.
So that
You know, so
propelled
like I
you.
said, I can go on. You know, I have a lot of memories.
Yeah,
But
man.
as Morris is saying, that's something I always wanted to kind of find out, because it seems to me that although Kara's music was big, but it seemed to have been bigger outside of Dominica. Is that something that you feel as well? Because a lot of people you talk to will tell you they grew up listening more to the zouk and the compa and the this and the that. But Karas has been around for a while. Is it that it was more popular outside or inside Dominica? What do you think about that?
To me, growing up in the 70s, Caras was really, really big in Dominica. I want to really say it wasn't that huge. It was really huge in Dominica. So, and on the outside as well. But again, no, the difference is, you know, Caras was more or less like, when you think of Caras, you would think of more or less in Guadeloupe or Martinique.
Yeah,
You know,
there was a strong people
unlike
there.
Bouyon music. When you think of Bouyon music, you say Bouyon music, you know, it's Dominica one time. And that was the whole intention. You know, when you do Bouyon music, it's like you have to call Dominica to get the band. You know, you are going to call Guadeloupe to get a Bouyon band. Or you have to call St. Thomas or whatever, or St. Martin. You know, because that was the vibe. But again, Caras music was really big. I remember we saw parties, you know, by the Whites, you know. We grew up there. By Tony and them, you know. Well, Karen is now passed. That's Freddie, ex-wife, well, wife, well, deceased. And yeah, we saw have a lot of parties there with all the Caras tunes. You talk about Gramax, because I mean they were a favorite of Gramax, eh? I think they like Gramax a lot. I don't know, for some reason they like Gramax a lot. I like Exile one. I like the whole Caras thing, but no other go towards like Exile, you know. But no, Gramax had something about them, you know, was more, they were more a little more flashy, you know, on stage, their callers, you know.
You're bringing me back to those days, man. Nigel.
Yeah, you know, you when you look at them fellas, you'd see some country partners that
Yeah, and man, but the records. We have the records, and I was looking at the record just recently.
you know more look like Exile fellas like
and the
Rosu
bells
guys, you know.
bottom and the afro, and you know that was really part of the cadence.
Oh yeah, but Gramax had a lot of Vari. Them man had Vari. But them man had Vari.
You see?
When it comes to Vari, if you're looking for Vari, Gramax.
Look for Gramax or Vari.
Movements on stage. Whereas Exile was more for like a, you know, there was a little more cool. You check? Of course you had bands like Below Man. Of
Make
course,
It
Midnight
Fit.
Groovers.
What
You know?
Africa
When you talk about Midnight Groovers, Dread, I remember, I don't know why you think of Midnight Groovers, I thinking of Henry Bellot. God rest his soul, the drummer.
Free Bellot,
The
yes.
boy had a role, to me, if you ask me, was the signature role of Caras. To me,
Yeah.
I would think of, though Cookshank, I mean, Oliver was my boy. But when you think of Midnight Groovers and
Henry.
the signature role for Caras, you know, just like reggae, when you hear Carlton Barrett do a role,
Yeah.
you know, you imagine them and a sample in that. So same way like Henry.
Bellot, yeah.
And you know, as the role, up to now, it ringing in my head. Rock tak tak, rock patak patak.
Yeah, he had a passion. He really
check?
had a passion for the music.
And Chubby with the bass. Boom. Bibi di boom 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 boom.
Yes.
Doom.
Man, let
Bibi
me
di
tell you
boom boom
something.
boom.
We had.
Dim boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom.
You take me back to those days, eh?
Doom dim. And that line,
Man.
you check me, that is signature. You know, so Caras in itself. And we, of course, we had Radio Jumbo in the air. Radio Jumbo was pushing Caras like nobody business. You know, of course, you had other people that was on the scene like George Plunkett and that other guy. I love Martin. You could maybe help me with that. I love Martin Nikuman. I love.
Oh,
I
yes,
know
that was
the
a
song. I know
popular
that
one,
song,
man.
yes.
Yeah.
Albenado.
Okay.
Albenado. You
Who
check?
sang that song? I trying to remember.
Albe.
I knew it back
Albenado.
then. That other song, that's Pompilili something.
Oh yes, well, Pompili the Pure Wabo, that was Exile.
Man, oh yes.
Yeah,
I
yes,
should-
yes,
man.
yes, yes.
I
We
mean,
did.
those were the
Yeah,
songs.
And of
I
course,
heard
you could hear the
that
beat in that there. I think
Those
that
were the
beat was almost,
songs.
it wasn't really cadas. It was like a begin.
Yeah.
Like, patak, patak,
Okay. There was another one. Kilele.
Oh, Kilili Pom Pom
Kilili
was done by
Kankan.
some kind of,
Kilili
I don't know
Pom
if it was a Bajan group or whatnot, but I used to be listening to that.
Ah.
Everybody doing Kilili Pom Pom.
I used to.
Yeah.
I mean, I just listening, just thinking back, listening to the radio, and I have a brother. Well, he died on the 19th of September last year. So yesterday was the anniversary. So and we used to call him Kelly as well.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
those songs, I just as we just talking about this, just going back to those days
Right,
when
because-
Kadas was on a high.
Oh, yeah,
When
oh, yeah.
we had so much appreciation for the music, and wow, I mean, so much
Yeah.
has changed. But
Well, that's. I just saw an article one of those days saying, talking about Chubby and the recognition of Chubby and his brother Ko, and maybe the other members of the band as well that passed through. Some of them passed already, passed away. But you see, like Chubby and Co, them guys
oh
are
my
there.
goodness,
and
we had them as guests already.
They have to give those guys, their flower. They can make their
Nigel,
mix and their
Nigel,
Accra
I
and
think
their
you have a lot of how would say it, you're important. So I suspect you can start a movement. I think that is something on your. I know your plate is large. There's a lot of things that, of course, that you have to ensure.
That we can do.
But
Right,
I know,
right,
Nigel,
right.
if you're involved with a crew, something big, can happen in that regard.
We'll see what happens with that. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
man.
definitely so. But I mean, for both Morris and Rab, because in a sense, when we get into the Bouyon music, the reason I was bringing in the Kadas is I know people have been trying to find out in terms of the gradual movement from one to the other, whether there's an influence of some and so on and so on. But Morris, you were talking about in terms of the rhythm that used to get you with 17 plus and Burning Flames and so on, and that was the part that got you. You played any musical instruments when you were little in school?
Well, I used to pong something. You are in a song, you pick up a piece of steak, or you're in the kitchen for fork, and you're hitting something, and the music playing, and you're jigging on one side.
Yeah, that's how Ras started playing drums. Just hitting his mother, playing all in the house.
The kitchen was always a wonderful place for them to fashion their skills. You had the pots and the pans.
Oh
Yes,
But
yes,
that
yes.
way the rhythm was
growing
there.
up by that riverside there, is there that bottle and tin and all kind of stuff, and of course the bayside not too far back, and SO right across like that. So that's how we build our drums, As a matter of fact, then, I want to give a little demonstration to the youths and them how we couldn't afford drums, so we made them, So, like carnival time and independence time, we would be doing our lapo cabwit. Supposed to be, but we call it lapo plastic because it wasn't cabwit skin. It's just like in them time, I seen fellas hitting them ready-made drums and they call it the lapo cabwit. The beat is a lapo cabwit beat, but the drum itself is not a lapo cabwit. Because you see the kind of drums that they use. And now, if you check it out properly, the lapo cabwit self, the goat skin drum made out of the wood, have a total different song from the kind of a ready-made European kind of a drums, which they make the drum kit, with the bass and everything and the toms and all that. It's a total different song. But talking about Morris, as you were talking about how we started and stuff like that, I think a lot of us started in that kind of a way there. When you couldn't afford a drum set, then you had to improvise. That's why I did percussions before I end up doing the full drum set. I couldn't afford a drum set. So I had to do percussions first. So anything I could get my hand on, tip plate, spoon, old tin, butter tin, anything, and extract the song from it, I reached a point where I was even making my own percussions, Well, for people that don't know percussions, it's things like timbales, bongos, congas. These are the percussion family. Actually, what it does, it kind of punctuates the music, give it a rhythm pattern. And that is where the drum machine came in, because a lot of people were playing, but they were kind of inconsistent with the rhythm. And sometimes they would be on stage and not even hearing them, because they used to watch the percussionist as if it's like, Mr. That's playing tuk-tuk, man. Mr. That's playing, you know, and not really amplifying it for you to hear, you know, the song, the well, you know, balance, you know, where you could hear the percussion driving and stuff like that. So that's why the drum machine really come in, so you could hear the percussion. That's why you hear the drive of the drum machine really and truly is a really a percussion.
Interesting, Nigel.
Yes, the right one. What about steel band influence, Rad? What about the steel band?
Oh, if anybody else born on River Street like I did, the whole of River Street is like from the top of River Street up by Molly there, not Molly Jolly, you know.
I'm Ral listening to you. I don't want to interrupt you. But I mean, it's not for people who are just listening to this program. It's not the first time we're having Ra, yeah? But it's always good to go back with Ra whenever you have Ra. So Ra, I'm very, very happy that you're bringing this back, especially where you grew up. So talk a little about that, because this was one of the main squares as well in Roseau. So talk more about this.
Oh, yeah,
your growing up days.
Oh yeah, well, River Street, as you know, is the what we call the capital
Wall Street.
of Roseau. For you to come from anywhere in the country.
It was the capital.
Because yeah, Roseau.
It was Lago.
River Street, no. Lago was the capital of alcohol and party, and where you could find all the guys. Not again. Right now, you pass in Lago, you can recognize Lago as Lago. People
Lago is a street.
Boom selling a fish and all that. You know what I mean? But
the great
in River Street,
man.
in River Street, as we're talking about steel band, there was maybe about, like, in River Street, maybe about 4 or 5 steel bands just on River Street. From the top up by, close by, for people that know Molly, for Aya, you know, right up that side. So that is the top of River Street, coming down, little lower, where you could pass in the little shortcut to go, the Shascot,
The
Coué, the Laku, to move from River Street to go on Hillsborough Street. There was a steel band right in there. Lower down by Bandstand, for people who know Bandstand, that used to be working on the port. We passed recently. He used to be opposite where people that know Sonia, you know, the chief of Roseau, that in charge of cleaning up of Roseau and stuff like that, Sonia Felix. Right opposite her place there's where Bandstand used to be. There was a steel man right there. Lower down River Street again, there was maybe 2 again in the yard by people that know Majimot. So we're sending you right back here. We're playing you the brand. So people that just come there the other day, you know, it's okay. So the yard by Majimot there, there was another steel band in there. And of course, later on, there was Chocolate County right where KFC is there. So if you check now, there was the strip of steel band right there. And growing up on River Street was like, whoa, you know. And talking about that, my cousin's birthday, Ria Moro, which is Mickey, for people that know Mickey and Russell and those people there.
That's your cousin, okay.
Right, that's my cousins there. We grew up in River Street there. And it's a birthday, and, you know, when I see her birthday yesterday, she sent a thing on Facebook, it sent me right back, you know, how we used to go fishing by the bay. So that's where we have the song there, Johnny, I never like fishing long by the bay. So all them things was playing in my head when I write them lines, you know. And you know, we used to have, Ria used to be singing a lot, you know. Ria was really vocalist. And, you know, I remember when Franklin was, you know, talking about Ria, and when we were growing up, when we was in St. Martin of Christmas, and you know what was the occasion, you know. And he was talking about 14 River Street. You know, and 14 River Street is a mystical place to me. Every time I pass there is no more the bakery anymore. Andy is next door, and Andy and myself raise up. Andy Carter, we raise up together. From the time I born, I know Andy. So we band Andy like my brother. You check? He's my brother, you know. And in that River Street, well, a lot of things was happening there. We had the bakery there. A lot of things was happening there. And as I was saying now, Ria liked to sing. And I was the one there beating on the steel band, on the pots and the pans and stuff like that. And so River Street in itself was like, so much, you know. I mean, so much was happening in River Street, you know. River Street was like one family, you know. So I'll give somebody else a chance, because I think Morris have a lot to say as
Morris,
well.
Yes,
you know?
Morris.
So because you know, when we start there now, I have
Morris, they are better also.
Yeah, because I want Morris to talk about the rhythms. Excuse me. The rhythm that we created. You know, rhythm that we build while in the band, because Morris came in at a crucial time. You know, he came in at a crucial time in the band. And when you talk about the band, we talk about WCK. You know, a lot of people say, oh, they was there from the beginning, but no, they never really do anything, on any album. But they there as the chief, no problem. But no, man like Morris, you know, you have to give Morris his flowers because when you hear a certain rhythm, you check, I mean, you have to big up Morris. Morris come in, I mean, we work on the Two Show Two Flam album and maybe things before that, but especially on the Two Show Two Flam album. And of course, the crucial one, I think, in my view, was the greatest album of the band, of WCK, right? And that was Original Hold Them. And Morris was there from the get-go.
That's Balance Batty, right?
No, that's Original Hold Them as after Balance Batty. So now, if you want to talk about
from
Balance Batty, we could talk with Balance Batty. We could start with Balance Batty, but no, I'll give you the chance for you to talk because you right there. It doesn't make sense. I be your lawyer.
Yes. So Morris has played a pivotal role in all of this. Give us your story as far as this is concerned, Morris.
In terms of what? I mean.
Okay. Let's go back because we just went back with Ra, you know, and Ra brought out his River Street days and all of that. Give us an idea as to your boyhood days and your involvement in music.
Well, I mean, back then, before I ended up making beats, like I say, you know, we had a still band and we had hi-fis. So, well, I knew it had a band RSB. You had Singer Stars, and then you had for Serenade around that time. Well, I didn't know about the band CK, but it had a band that came in on the vibes. A young band, Rough and Ready. I was there when they came, and I could remember one year, Burning Flames came to Dominica. And where the credit union is, Flames was about to make that left turn, and by Deepex had a band coming up. But you know, for a minute, I left the Burning Flames, and I went to see what was going on. And then I could remember Cornell. They didn't have a big song system. You know, they had those side speakers. I could remember well Ra was there beating on some pan. Well, I think maybe he had two pads. Keep sitting on a speaker. I don't remember Smokey. I remember the guitarist, and they were playing Haitian dance coming up, and Flames making that corner, and Flames had a power. So I run quick and I look and I pull up. I say, So I go back in Burning Flames. Because, you know, that was one of my favorite bands at the time. And then after a while, I keep hearing about, you know, you start hearing about CK on the road, on the radio and so on. Because those times there, I didn't like reggae music. Well, the only song I used to hear a lot of Kadas, I kind of absorbed was Choyo. Because, you know, Choyo was a up-tempo song. So everybody used to play that from Gordon Henderson. So I was more into the drum motion thing. And then I remember one time I go to St. Martin, and where I was staying at the time, I was there in a rhythm like a band was playing music and stuff like that. But it was something far. So one day I decided, you know what, I'm gonna follow this song. And when I follow this song, it was that band practicing, Bad Boys. You know,
Bad Boys?
I was outside.
That was a Dominica band as well?
No.
Oh, in St. Martin, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So from them, you know, I kinda, you know, get full sight on the equipment. But another thing I used to do is I used to always walk with a piece of paper in my back pocket and a piece of pencil.
Nice. I used
to
do that.
I used to draw the drum machines. I would go out, look, and then go on inside and draw, like how the wire coming out, the way going inside, and all those things. So I started doing that, And then well, I went school, with the letters. You have Peter, you have Chester. So at one point, I used to go by the home, and then you had Maggie Bread used to come there. We were all partners, and then next door was Michael Peters, the engineer for Siki at the time. So I can recall one time I was with Maggie helping him, setting up wires and blah blah blah, and then that's how I end up there.
You used to
And
draw
since
the
that I
drum
had
machine.
that knowledge of writing down things already, I used to set up Cornell area. So in the beginning, I didn't know how everything was going. So what I did is I write it down, I drew it until I memorize everything, and then I used to set up raw drum. So I used to work with the band like that, and me again troublesome little boy. I still playing the drum machine, and I can remember one time CK played that album CK came out with, Kong Shell. When Cornell was before they even record that album, I was in the area and I went in. So it's just I don't want to know where to ready, to vibes. It's just
But so Morris, in terms of all of that journey, you being around them and you playing your things and drawing and trying to put things together, your love for Burning Flames, the whole rhythms that would you say that it was all that time you were kind of playing around and trying to develop a kind of a beat, kind of a rhythm, kind of your own style?
well, when I end up starting programming rhythms with the band, when the band go and play, the band would run some of the rhythm, and then you find Ra would run certain tracks on it, or Ra would maybe have an idea for certain songs, and then knowing I would remember certain bits that was there, and then it would just flow. See, CK had a chemistry. So when the band go and play live, a lot of tracks that end up making came from live. Or sometimes maybe Cornell have a problem with somebody, or it have a little tension, the band play live, a song will make a couple ideas will come up. You understand? So everybody have their ups and downs, but it had a chemistry, and something always would come out of a live jam, or if the band go on tour. You understand? So at the end of the day, man can play music all they want, but if the band don't have that vibes, it's not gonna work. See, the keyboard man vibes of the vocalist vibes of the keyboard, and you have the rhythm, and then the bass man come.
And everything has to work in sync. Everything has to be synchronized in unison.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's a nice take on it.
But, yeah, but so during that time that Morris talking about, those early days of hanging around the band and playing with wires and trying to develop a beat and so on. What was it like during those early days with Morris being there?
Well, with Morris there, it was like, I think of myself like Morris just had a kind of a natural ability. The guy would just put his hand on the machine. By the time he put his hand on the machine, it's just maybe one note, two note, and something just happening. It's like a musician, you can play a guitarist, you can play a keyboardist, you can play a you can play a C, you can play a progression, but it's okay, but it doesn't really reach you. And it have one they just play two notes. And it will reach you. You know what I mean? So Morris had that kind of ability. And, you know, and like he said, you know, a lot of times, that's why I used to be, I'm about to smile now. You know, a lot of times that when we go and play, I have to make sure that I have a recorder there. Because I would go and I would just make 10 songs a night. It just flowing natural.
You would make 10 songs a night?
A night. I just come on and make just 10 songs. Melody, everything, lyrical, the whole concept, the orchestration, the instrumentation, what I really want. When I come there, I just feel that I just make the song.
You used to dream of songs, Amara?
I don't have to dream of it. I live in it. It's like it's just my life. I just live in it, you know. It's like some people, they want to take you out of something, but they can't take it out of you. You know, you see, like me, people do what they want right now and do all whatever it is, you know. And I don't really dig so much because I put my trust solely in the Most High. Because what I do there, it coming from me naturally. From 2 years I playing. What in the blood can't be washed away. You know, so talking about Morris, you know, he'd come, like for instance, one night. I remember that night vividly. We went down to, how you call it? Aqua Kid? How you was calling there? I can't remember.
Yeah.
How many names?
Club Coconut. Club Coconut.
Club Coconut.
Okay.
Coconut Club.
Coconut Club, okay.
Club
Coconuts, I think. Anyway.
So we go there. And okay, the band already start yet. And it's just like Morris. Keith, I think, was there. And the beat run. I say, okay. Tonight is the night. Ale. I wanna hold you tight. Wow. Baby, come close to me. Ale. That was it.
Say that again. You came and you hear this and you just start to sing?
Right away, immediately.
This song, but that song was already in your mind. You already had.
No, I just feel it. You check me. I just feel the vibe. The rhythm tell me something. You know, I was listening to one of them guys. I think one of them Jamaican guys talking about Afrobeat because myself I connected with Africa. Article, you know, is a vibe that's happened to me when I think about Africa. It's in me. You know, in the India, I feel it the vibe. Yeah, and the guy was talking about the beats. Oh, how them African, the Afrobeats guy is there, and it was Afrobeats before it was Afro rock I used to call it. When the beat come on and them and the beat nice, but no, they'd have lyrics, which is not very true. I think it was one of them guys there, Bounty Killer or one of them fellas. I said to myself, you know, Mr. Lo serious, you see, African rhythm, and we know it, the rhythm in itself, and as we know, you know, music have its own language. It's just like a beat. It says certain thing that you cannot really say. I mean, if you check it out, and I figure the guys, you made so much of a big error. That's why you have the talking drums. And it passing a message. It's saying something. So when the guy say that, I say out of ignorance, I say that because he don't understand. He forget who he really is. You know, so that is the thing with the beat. When the beat play, that's why I love percussions, I love drums. You know, before I used to think, well, it's not really like an instrument like a keyboard or guitar. But when you check it out now, keyboard, piano, marimba, kalimba, and all those instruments there, they are really percussions as well. Though they play, they're in a scale. It have a language. It speaks. So the same thing, that's what happened when the rhythm play. And I come and hear the rhythm.
Wow, it speaks to you in a language that you can understand.
Yes.
Interesting.
And any nation can understand that. Anywhere.
Wow.
Even though you speak in Spanish, they put bagay. That's why you'll hear a song and you can understand what they're saying, but you just like it because of the way the melody runs. So that's what happened. When I come and hear the rhythm, I say, well, you know, I just start to sing. Tonight is the night. I wanna hold you tight. Baby, come close to me. Then in the band house we decide, boy, what we doing now? We can put it faster. And we can make a faster song on it. Tonight, maybe it won't be that song, but no, we can put it a bit faster and maybe make something else on it. And we just decided, no, we keep in the rhythm just like that, and that become just a hit. It's just like the time when I make Balance Batty. I start balance batty in a gig that we was doing in St. Joe. And what happened is that now we are playing with Serenade. Serenade come, they line up their speakers in front of our speakers, just like what Flames that do us in Antigua. They line up their speakers in front of us and they looking to play first and we don't want us to play and all kind of a thing there. So, Shua was the one organizing that gig and he said, but Siki had to play first because I think we had to play and we had to play there and go play somewhere else. So right there now, I get a vibe, I go on the drum and I start to play a rhythm from a band I know from way back when, a Latin American band. And I just start. Balance bate, balance bate, balance bate. I didn't really have the full vibes for it, the full lyrics, because now that lyrics I finished write the free verses when I go visit a friend of mine up in a hospital. That was Yakima. Yeah. So that's how the vibe was happening. So that's why I say tracks. I was making tracks like nobody business. When I come at night, I could make 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 tracks a night. It depends, because Morris could tell you that another thing that we used to do when the band finish play, like when you play Good Times, maybe you, Nigel, maybe you experience that, maybe Ivona or other people as well. When the band finish play, it set herself, and Cornell pick up his keyboard and he go, and so 3 people that stay back. Mainly, it would be Keith, Morris, and myself. And track making like nobody business. Song making like nobody business. Then we call in different man to, explore and bring out talent and stuff like that. Fellas that want to get a little chance on the mic. And that was it. And tracks making like nobody business. So we didn't, when the band finished play and we stopped maybe about 4, after 4, almost 5, we do another session from about 5 to about 8. So when fellas talking about daybreak specialists, I don't think they really experience that. For you to play whole night from about 11 to 5, and we still taking another session from about 5 to 8. That's what we used to call that. We ushering people to the market around that time to go and drink their jelly coconut and stuff like that. So I give Morris a little chance to talk.
Those were the little talent thing to see what they could do, right?
Yeah, but basically, that's what we could do. We do, because that's where Skinny came in, I had the idea already to do that kind of what we call rap or chat, or how you may want to call it, on the rhythm, because, I'd experienced that already from way back when Harambe used to be doing like, performance poetry, which years after which Rasmo and Washland and man come and do. But we do that since I was like a youth, So I know that could work. So it wasn't only Skinny that I had in mind to do that. I had Skinny because, of course, Skinny from close to your area there is Mother Angel. I know Angel good, because of certain reasons, whatever it is. And, she asked me, so I said, well, no problem, so Skinny coming, but no, I had other people. There's a guy from Portsmouth, they used to call him Humpty. Humpty used to grab the mic as well. There was another group of young guys, the man was like 11, 12 years old, they had the idea, so they had the opportunity as well, but no, again, they couldn't come to perform with us at those kind of hours that we used to perform. So Skinny got the opportunity, So that's part of the whole movement, and that is the foundation and how the whole vibes start to think. But no, not taking from Morris, because I really want Morris to talk about the production of not only the Tushu Tuflam album, where he really start to bring out himself and like drop some kind of infectious kind of a rhythm. But also, I was also talking about, the original Hold'em album, because now the people that really work on that album was Morris, Keith, and myself mainly, Everybody else just come and do their stuff after. You check me? But the main people that work on that, because some people say they wanted to go to school, they was tired, they think they busy doing other project and stuff like that. But the real people that was in there, that really do the project, you know what I mean, was Morris, Keith, and myself.
Okay.
You check?
So Morris, even before you start with this in reference to following up with what Roger said, Nigel, let's check the book quickly, and then we'll hear from Morris. What's happening?
Well, there was a very interesting comment, about Morris. Somebody said that Morris started doing his madness music since in Rosa Boys School. He used to have a long school bag hanging on his side like a postman, just like his father. So from there, they say he started doing his music. Since then, he used to have a long school bag on his side and used to be just beating the bag. So Morris, you let us know a little bit about that. And then, of course, to our YouTube folks, you always like to remind them as well. Let's see what some of the book is saying there. Rosalind Severin McLean, good morning to you. Ra, you are a genius. Blessings on you. Corinne King, blessings coming. Good morning all. Carl Kofi James said, it's time to tell the truth be told. Blessings upon you. Diana Libla, blessing all the way from Little Rock, Arkansas. Of course, here in the States. Joe Cam, of course, taking notes on a paper. That's when Morris said he'll be drawing stuff on a paper. Simeon George, good morning to you. Vananda Coffee, you have your talents. They can't take what you have. God bless you, my cousin Ra. And never too late to learn all the full story. Let's hear some more. All right, so yes, you have all those things and a lot of other comments. And usually what happens, Ron Morris, is that there's a discussion that takes place by itself amongst the people on the on the Facebook and the YouTube. They're having their own little discussion on certain things that's going on. So when you guys get a chance, you can always go back and look at the comments and see some of the discussion that's taking place there, But Morris, yeah, so during that time, the rhythm, you started playing around, things was getting better, you were hitting little just playing around, doing your thing and developing a rhythm thing. But in terms of that album that Rice talking about, the original.
Nigel, let me just interrupt you. Let's just take a call quickly. Yes, we have several of them are coming. So let's just take this one. Hello.
Hi, morning, Ivona.
To you, good morning.
Nigel. Remember, I'm the original.
Hey, Papa.
From inception, him don't say good morning to me, Mr. Nigel.
You are the original. Yes, Vado. Good morning to you. Original.
Remember, Lauren Bunny said I are the original.
Yes, okay.
We
need to remember that. Give us one make yourself.
Anyway, right.
Yeah, I agree with you. Lauren Bunny
yes, there.
First guest on Connected.
Yes, remember to call Lauren Bunny. She's in England now. Okay, London. But you say hi to Lauren Bunny. She was the original. Okay.
Her birthday was yesterday.
Good morning. Good.
You said Derrick, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, good morning, my neighbors. Good morning, my neighbors.
Bring back some memories. Yeah, River Street growing up, boy.
Yeah.
So to all what you said, so true. The river, the bushy with the sea right there. River Street, River.
All kind of fishing day.
Yes, boy. Oh, they are and making drum. And that Derrick there used to make noise in the river street. The drumming with the plastic. And you have all of us there making food for ourselves in the river street because they beating drums.
Wow, so you were part of that movement.
There.
Nice.
It's so true. Anyway, I'm listening.
Yes,
okay,
madam.
but Derrick is the original.
Okay, Derrick.
For Bouyon, give it to him.
Okay,
give
Papa.
It to him.
All right, Madu.
Derrick.
All right,
Nigel, that's something strange. Derrick
One thing,
is the original.
when somebody call you by your first name,
yes, we.
Yeah.
As if Derrick doesn't look like him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's people from way back. That's little youth,
we
were running River Street. You know what I mean? From top to go down, from Miss Olive to Georgiana to, them there's a little shop there to Mapita to Mapulus.
But you remember all them people names so like
Riza Rakote.
Yeah.
I mean,
but that was it. That's where we used to go to Jojin in Lago, you know what I mean, to Madina to get our farming cocoa, you know what I mean, right? That was the whole vibe there. So I say River Street was one family. Sometimes whose mother do talking to whose mother, but that's not our business. We play together. you know, and we have fun. That is it, you know. Yeah.
But a lot of your growing up days, a lot of even what you are saying, you put them in song.
Yeah,
Something
that's why, I mean, the band could have that thing, and I mean, it's so, I don't know how to describe it when certain people would say, you know, the ideas, and I go inside of his head and I see and I write it for him. No, you know, like Lily come here, Philambo come here. That is things like my mother sing to me, you know. She sang those songs to me, you know what I mean? While she cleaning her fish and thing in the yard and stuff like that, or washing her clothes, she would be singing certain
Did someone
songs.
sing Wolfium there to you?
Well, Lily, Wolfium there was, you know, it had other thing we used to be singing. You see, Monkey Mother was boiling soup. You check? Somebody get up and they go proof. Monkey Mother say, what is that? Well, I change it up. I say, it smells like an egg. You know, I put my own thing to it. But there's things that we used to be, you know, saying as little youths right there. You know, so that's why those things, they come up in songs, you know. I mean, let's go follow the leader. You know, and the songs goes on with shot. Manifest Abama,
my grandmother used to tell me about
Shot.
this. Yes.
You know, so it's like we had the story about Shot.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
that
Always
means
tired.
you know, who helped me build my
Yes,
cake. I remember
yes.
now we used to be reading a book when I used to be going to
yes,
which mixed school. They used to
Not
be singing,
I said the dog. Not
yes,
I said.
yeah. So you had the thing, and you see, well, I think it's the doc that was making a cake. So he's asking everybody, and everybody said no. But when it's to eat the cake now, everybody. So that's how the songs used to make, and Maurice could tell you.
And
like when we go England, you know, we have a part in one of them songs. Maurice could really tell you. I can't remember which one it was. And the milk sweet already. So Maurice could give you the story about how we come up with that lines, with those lines. You know what I mean? The milk sweet already.
The milk sweet already.
Yeah. I think pregnancy. Pregnancy, right? Yeah, the milk sweet already, daddy. Yeah, right. You know, so it's those kind of a vibe, real. So that's why people could gravitate towards the band, because it's a real thing. It was like, it's them. Because the song wasn't about me, or I just write the song. The song is, you know, you could see yourself in the song.
I could.
You know, when I remember when I write the line, Johnny and Errol like fishing by the bay, and I say, yeah. And James the Rasta.
Could
I remember
identify with this, yes.
we named the James. Oh boy, why you name again? No,
Boy,
you're
right,
saying
you
Fields
forget
Lane.
What? You forget something there?
Oh,
it will come, man. It will come.
Yeah.
Because that's not like
James
you.
Rasta, but Mango Long, man. Mango Long for Chandels. Mango Long say, you know, that part is about me and Nora. You know? So people that know Chandels, you know? And talking about that, you know, that just remind me of our carnival duva there, you know. Because now Tuesday was when bands like Chandels, Archies, and those kind of people used to come out and really had the place now colorful, fantastic. You know, you had all girls group, you had all boys group, you had junior, you know, carnival lovers. You know, those groups used to be coming out on a Tuesday. That was really a spectacular, a spectacle. I mean, right now you put the duva there, you put the costumes on Tuesday. What costume doing on Tuesday? Costume is when we used to see that
Just
in
take a
Canal.
pin here. Just take a pin here. Let's see if this person wants to share. Hello. Connecting the
Hi,
dots.
good morning, Ivona.
Excuse me.
Good morning,
Yes,
Nigel.
How you
morning,
doing?
my dear.
Mr. Rapitas, good morning.
Good
You
morning.
don't know whose voice is that.
Tony.
Hi,
Roberto.
you're talking too much.
You remember what day, Tony? In a
How
room.
can I? How can I forget that?
Oh boy, I did things. Yeah.
Oh, it was good. Those were the days.
Those were the days. Tell me now.
That was friend. That was how friend had to do. That was how things had to go. Those were the days. Mr. Rapitas, Derrick, good afternoon, good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, good everything. Tony.
Good everything. Yes,
Tony.
River Street Party.
Yeah, original. No carbon copy. No carbon copy.
No carbon copy. No carbon copy. And then the Ampere tree there.
Yes, right.
Look story.
Right under the Ampere tree. Now I'm got the Ampere tree River Street again.
Ipanisa, yes. And in Ibn House. In Ibn House.
Okay, in Ibn House. Voila. Those were the days. And then my boy, keep it up. Original. You're not a photocopy. Let them know that. Tell them you're not a photocopy. You're the original.
All right.
Respect
And
Tony.
without rap, Derrick rap Peters, Balance Party, there was no WCK up to a time like now. WCK people, rap. Everything was rap. Derrick Peters. Mama said, Derrick go back up in the chair, sir. About bakery there. Kote Mamilin.
Yes.
Yes, my coming.
Yeah. Miss Mina.
Miss Mina, it was of course
Yeah.
song between
Yes,
the
yes.
cake to bake in the oven by Andy and then.
Right.
Story.
Yeah, that was the best ice cream you could ever get in Roseau.
You know
Mama
the vibe.
Den ice cream.
You know the vibe.
In Roseau, I know. The
Yes.
best ice cream in Roseau was in Bath Road, where I was born. Makina Stan. That is Mr. Mick's grandmother.
Mr. Mick's grandmother.
Yes,
I
Makina
tell
Stan.
you,
She had the best ice
I
cream.
tell you,
But anyway.
my Madeleine, Derrick's mother,
Okay.
my Madeleine.
Yes. All
That
right.
when you see, you could have 2 tubs of ice cream there and then if you shake all ice cream finish. Because you used to get the taste of the eating in the pudding.
Okay, those were the days. But Tony, I think we need to hear your story as well, especially the huckstering days and some of the things that you have done in the past. So I think I need to give you a call and see what arrangements we can make to have you on as a guest as well, because you too contributed significantly, in your own way to Dominica's development.
I am still contributing.
Yes,
I
you are.
know that.
So we'll hook up.
One way or the other.
Thank you so much, though, Tony. But we'll hook up.
Thanks for that program.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
Keep up the good.
Okay,
And
so
I see you more in your Christian tape now. I like that.
well, we haven't even spoken about that. Anyway, we'll talk.
Okay. Then.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah, so we were I think Maurice Isles had to answer a question. So let's go with Maurice
and
in reference to what
Maurice was going to talk about the original Hold'em.
Right.
Somebody's also saying that you've been mentioning original Hold'em. Can you just please tell me a few songs on that album? I'm trying to get some of CK's old music, because to me that was when CK was CK. Can you tell me some of the songs that was on the original Hold'em album? They were just asking.
Well, you had things like Bandwagon Train, Overnight. There's a whole heap of them. Yeah, because that album was
So they
pure
just go
hit.
get the album.
That album was the hit album. Yeah.
I think we still have it. We have it at DBS.
Yeah,
Radio,
that's the
so,
hit
yeah.
album. That every song on there
Yes, was a hit.
was
The
every
Bandwagon
song on there was
Train.
a hit.
Oh my goodness.
And Morris was
Wow.
going to say, but we have to make sure when we position in the songs like side A and side B, like what it used to be, like when you put it on, you never want to take off your needle. We was talking about playing records that time. Though it was a CD, but records were still in there. But I don't think we had made any records out of there. I mean, we're talking about wax. We did CDs and cassettes, I say, well, when it starts, you don't want to take out and go and punch from that song to that song. When it play, it's like a story. I remember Maurice vividly talking about that and saying, no, when we do that, that's how we want it. So that's why, Maurice was giving me a special energy. I mean, we talk about energy that I was getting elsewhere, but I was getting a serious energy from Maurice because of his programming. Because after I hear the program, after I hear the rhythm, that's it. Song make already. Once I hear the rhythm, song make. Or we sit down and I see, for instance, when we made the original Hold'em album, when we work on the Bandwagon Train. First of all, on that track, actually, I was going to make a party mix. But when we start to program, and I tell Maurice, okay, I want that kind of a song, I want that kind of a vibes. He yourself put in his input. I say, okay, you see there, I want that. I want the whip in that, the whoosh, whoosh. You check, I want those kind of a song in there. I want that vibe. Then I realized, instead of making a party mix with the different rhythm, I just gonna make it like one song with the different rhythm in it. So that's why we have different patterns in that. But the first intention wasn't to make like a one song. It was like to make like how jam band would make it like a party mix, different parts of that and that and so almost like a medley like. So that was the intention. But when I start to write the song and the flow of it, I say, whoa, that is just a song. That is just a song. So that is how we came by, So when we come by certain things, I say, well, I want it like a rap song. you know, on the click tick to click tick to click tuk tick, click tick to click tick tuk 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 tuk, click tick to click tick tuk. So for them that say, well, you know, this man don't know music and this man don't know that, that's a message for you. You check. That is where it is, yeah, because the thing about it there now, I give the explanation about a percussion already, but now I had the idea of the piano already. You know, because as I said already in previous discussions, that I used to go by Daryl Toulon, that is Arnold Toulon and brother. You know, but apart from that, I used to be going by Keith Hagley. That's my brethren that staying opposite the Nigel. You should know Keith, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. I used to go by his home there now. So Keith used to be showing me the scales, you know, how to run the different scales from, you know, the whole 7, you know what I mean, notes, you know, how to run the scales and so on, the fingering and stuff, you know. So I know my music from there. But again, I don't want to be like a pianist. I really wanted to be a percussionist. So there's where now I tell Morris, well, that is the part that I want there, you know, and the different melodies and the different phrasings, you know, of the music, the musical phrasing. So there's where it is, you know, and I don't want to see too much because Morris is right there.
Yeah, Morris, let's hear from you. Let's hear from you.
Morris to talk.
Come in, Morris.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, come in. Let's hear from you now.
Well, you know, Serenade came out with Blefala J that year, and everything was Blefala J. And Sike came out with Modi Marco.
Rivalry boy.
Yeah. And it was it wasn't, it was good times.
Yeah, I don't mean to say any bad way.
I can tell you. It was great times, you know, and I think that album gave us a lot of strength, courage, and a lot of ideas, you know. So we were sad, heartbroken, but we were cooking, you know. And that Serenade album was a really great album, you know. The bass man Archie, yeah, he wasn't easy, you know. He was a very great musician, you know. I mean, he passed away, but
so you worked with Serenade, you worked with WCK, what other band, RSB as well, you said?
Yeah, that album gave CK a lot of blows, man.
That Befalaji album.
Yeah, Morris,
man, I remember
Morris,
the pot,
you want to make that for me, to make me feel so sad again.
No, man, I remember the pot, man.
Don't make me feel so sad again.
Those were the days, I tell you, the pot jam.
And certain man in CK wanted to give up already, man.
Yep.
I tell you.
Yep.
You know,
all my bags are packed. I'm ready to go.
You go a Serenade jam, you know, it's well packed, and you go a CK, it's like, you know, you could just walk around and just conk the heads at them.
I mean, we should not underestimate Serenade. I mean, Serenade was really a powerhouse. I remember those days.
Yeah, you know.
Wow.
Especially when they had that kind of a partner there, that kind of a country partner there with the white shoes and the jeans.
Country partner, the white shoes and the jeans.
Yes, he had a white shoe and a jeans pants.
Who's that?
And playing his keyboard. Can you ring again? I check him out. Don't miss come out now, boy.
A black.
But he had a white one. I remember in the park.
Let's give us the fella name there.
Huh?
Eric Badwill.
Oh, Badwill.
Yes.
Badwill. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Mr. had a kind of a thing on the keyboard there. I used to vex him, Mr. Man. I used to be vexed.
Yeah, but Serenade was it back. I tell you. I mean, I was living right next to CK. Yes, but for me, man,
when a man do that, I wasn't really happy. I spoke to Kalti about it, you know. Kalti told me, we're not going to record this song. We're going to sing with your Zuna like a thing, and that's what they did. Anyway, Morris, go ahead.
Those were the days, man.
But you know, back in the day, Serenade used to play 40 and Happy Hour.
Yeah.
And you know, Serenade was never that kind of band until Eric came along. Eric had bring that out.
Yep.
You know, and then Archie, you know, with his knowledge, you know, they put everything together and they went with it. It was a real mixed recorded album. Even once in a while, I will go back and listen to that album. You know, the songs, everything of that was perfect. It was a great album, Befalaji.
But tell us about.
And it's like after we came out with that album, after that it was it.
Yep.
You know, because you know, it's like we got our confidence back, and it's like, and we never let it go,
But speak to us about this, that energy that you brought to Ra and Ra brought to you as well, because you spoke about that collab that you all had. Yes, he's very talented. He knew the music, the lyrics was that would come naturally for him, effortlessly. But he also mentioned that it's like that collab both of you had. It was really working well. Tell us how important that is. In a band. The programmer. And that was your role, right? Programmer, drum programming.
Yeah, I used to
Tell
do
us
that,
about
and
that.
I used to set up his drum set and cornell keyboards on the drum machine, and then you had Dunstan, Maggie would have set up the speakers and the amplifiers.
But tell us how that would work though, with you and Ra, in terms of he's the lyricist, he's at the front, he has the vocals, and you, of course, you had that kind of a synergy among yourselves. How was that working, and how important is this?
Well, okay, like during the week, I would go to the band house. I would, make rhythm, or I'll take the drum machine, I'll take it to my house. And then if the band going to play, I would, tell Cornell to play those rhythm, and, Ram might get an idea on it. And then Cornell might end up getting a keyboard part to it. So we would record those things. Or when comes time for album, those things would come up. Or maybe I would remind her about something. Like, for instance, Marathon. Marathon was made on the Eastern Parkway. That's where Marathon made. I had that bit. And the CKP on the Parkway that year, and the truck was driving, was moving a little faster than the normal pace. And Ra was like, "Rich for the sky, rich for the sky." And a one, and a two, and Connor was playing, and everybody was running behind the truck till we go down all the way to the Brooklyn Bridge, to the Brooklyn Museum. So a lot of songs like that song he talking about, Our Night. That same day I made that beat. And sometimes a rhythm I make, I'll always put it front, so when the band start, they would hear it. So a lot of the rhythms I had already, where I heard them, or he had something, and then I bring it out, and then if I have to fine tune it, I fine tune it. But like I tell you, we feed off each other energy. I would have feed off the energy of the rhythm. Then certain times Connell would play towards it in a live. But most of the songs CK made came out from live. The band playing live. Not really a man write a song and then you try and make a beat. That's how all of them came out.
Okay.
It had a vibe though.
Okay. All right. So you're listening to Connecting the Dots. We have Derrick Ra Peters and we have Maurice Marshall Boaz as our guests today. We have had Ra in the past as a guest as well. We also had, I think, Nigel. We had Cornell on maybe on more than one occasion on Connecting the Dots. Cornell Phillip.
Yes, we've had Cornell before.
Yes,
so yes, we've had So we've had that connection.
We've had that. Connection.
Just let me see what's happening very quickly there in the book. Somebody says there was a man who used to play Bef Lalaji in my village. We used to call him Bef Lalaji as well. Carl Kofi James wants to remind, yes, respect to Morris. He worked on RSB Bang Time. So that song, Bang Time from RSB, Morris was the one who had programmed that. Garage Zone was one of my favorite spots on a Friday. Morris, you made a great contribution to WCK, and that has not yet been mentioned. People should know. Thanks for connecting. And then over on the YouTube, hey, good morning to you, Seth. What's up, my brother? And all the other girls, good morning to you. Let's see. Someone here mentions, when are we going to start the petition for Ra to be on World Korean Music Festival 25? You can't have 25 in 25, and Ra is not part of that. Who's ready to sign? So other things just happened on connecting the dots, Ra. I'm sure you will probably just touch on that very quickly before we end in terms of 25 and 25 and Ra being part of either CK or as a own performer himself. Let's see. Greetings, family. Ra Peters, Ivy, and Sir Francis. Of course, Mr. Chris Buguno, good morning to you as well.
Hey.
As the original Kennedy Avenue people, Pong people, good morning to you, everybody. Let's see. So lots of other comments. But two things, Ra. Because in terms of time, we have the Bouyon music that was created because and we started earlier talking about the steel band and Kadas and reggae and all that, which kind of seem to be all the influences and the percussion and what you're thinking, Harambe, the chants. Is that all part of what created that Bouyon thing? And then we'll talk about rap performing at World Cry Music Festival. But is that all part of what happened to the Bouyon? All that mix coming through?
Well, definitely, because I've seen a couple of people, giving different ways or formulas or recipes at how the Bouyon is made. But that's what it is. Definitely is a mix, a fusion, not a confusion, but a fusion of different beats that can work together, but using our cultural, foundation. That means our Lapokabwit, our Bele, Jingping. And with all that, mixing, because that keep on happening all the time. Because since we came from Africa, with our rhythm and our vibe, then, different people like Jamaica have a different vibes, Guadeloupe have a different kind of a vibes. It's almost the same, but it's slightly different, because if you listen to Bob in the early days, you say, well, Jamaica didn't really have reggae like that. They had it's calypso everybody was playing. And of course, they developed their stuff with ska, rocksteady, the reggae, dub, and, develop it, make it move and stuff like that. But with the bass, they call it reggae. Okay? So that's the whole concept about Bouyon. Because I know that if you listen to some calypso, after a while, you hear the kind of a funk guitar lick. That's funk. But that became, when you hear them lick, they think it's calypso, but that's a funk lick. That's American. But again, now when you have to look at it, who created that is the same black people. We moved from Africa with that in our heart, in our soul. So that is what the whole Bouyon vibe is. And that's why I choose that name. Because of the combination and the language also. The name Bouyon is like a Creole kind of a vibes. It's patois kind of a mix up. Part of this, part of that making a whole. So it's the same thing with the rhythm. Different rhythms, you put it together and make it work. It's just like a DJ mixing. He'll put one rhythm on that, and when he puts it together, you can, what? That song different. It's like, it's how you combine. So that's basically how we do see the full potential of Bouyon. That's just the beginning. That's just the tip of the iceberg, And, I have a lot to thank the Most High for making my dream come true. Because as a little youth, I dream of that. I will not talk about the dream in the early stage, but it's not like only a dream, it's like living it. It's just like a prayer. Some people pray, oh God, la, 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 la. But they're not living the prayer. First to unite with our brother man, first to love one another, first to care, like for ourselves what we like for our brother, those kind of a thing. That is the prayer. That's we're supposed to live it, So life and a prayer is like one, you live in it, it materializing, It's just like you're looking for the pie in the sky or water from the moon, It's real thing, basically. So that's how the whole Bouyon vibes is. Because the music will definitely come together because it's happening all the time. But again, is having the wisdom to understand and not understand, but to comprehend that you could put this together and it could work. That is what I have Dominic up like that. And it's the same thing with Afrobeats. Afrobeats doing that kind of a thing there, but no, it's the foresight. If we had really stepped in earlier and embrace Bouyon, the way we're supposed to have embrace it, it would be long gone. But now we stay there fighting over little things about who's bomb, who that bring the coal, who this and that, and wasting time. We're supposed to be, moving ahead because we were right ahead of the time already. When we started doing certain things, we were 15 years ahead of the game. We didn't have to be playing catch up. We were ahead of the game. Marshall and them man used to be crying, oh lad, they too fast, it's and that lad, and cryin' and stuff like that. We played them on there, Madison Square Garden, and it was like, yeah, but right, you see what's happening there, unstoppable. Not even me can stop it, because now the Bouyon is on its way. Not one man can stop it. It's on the move, because what happened is that it passing on from generation to generation, and it can only get better. And that's what Bouyon music is for you. That's why some people now want to take the opportunity and take advantage of the Bouyon and weaponize it. But we're here because that sound of the Bouyon belongs to the ancestors, and they cannot never touch it. They can do what they want. That's the song of the ancestors, and that's what I sing, the song of the ancestors.
A master lyricist he is. I mean, just to listen to Rahman.
Yes. Wow. So RW World Creole Music Festival 2025 and 25?
Well, the World Creole Music Festival, you could see, the blind man could understand what's happening there for somebody to come and do a certain work. And it's so hurtful, like I was saying before, that you see people like Chubby and, you have his granddaughter crying and saying, but, grandpa need to be recognized and stuff like that. And when you have the youths crying like that and asking, it's rather kind of a shameful for the powers that be to know and see and understand. Understand how the user, they're supposed to comprehend, but understand that we're supposed to uphold and respect the people and them that put in the work, that making people eat out of it. Right now you have how much people boasting, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that, we doing things from this to that, and it's we that put it on the world stage. We do. Look, Maurice just talk about when we go on the Eastern Parkway. We go how many places in London and push the thing, and we didn't have a funding. We didn't have DFC, KFC, or whatever C yet. We didn't have none of those, right? And we went and we did it on our pocket, it's so much to talk about, and it's kind of hurtful, and, you could see I crying from my soul. And now, to have all kind of people come in there, people that didn't even put in the work and even the resources, whether it be finance or skill or talent, whatever it is. And you see they running now, and they run in with the hot bomber Bouyon, but they have to be careful because it's hot and you don't want it to rest on your chest. Running in the hot bomber Bouyon and saying that now, and, taking a kicks on the people and them that really set the foundation for other people to be having fun. It's kind of hurtful.
Just take a pin there. Let's go to the telephone. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, good morning.
To you as well.
Yeah, enjoying the program. My brother.
Yes, sir.
I know the feeling, and I can share your pain. And the most I can say, forget the past, keep the faith, and better things will reveal itself. But while I'm listening to your discussion, I want to just take note of two things. Rivalry and adversary is part of the music industry. Because I can recall, as part of a leader in Nick Promotions production, before the advent of WCK in Dominica, we used to bring Burning Flames, and you guys used to criticize Burning Flames with the drum machine. So all that is adversary, and now we're seeing the use of the drum machine taking effect or being the dominant musical instrument in any band today. And notably, I realized the adoption of songs, because as Maurice said, the marathon party, or whatever the title of the song is, that came about in New York City during the Labor Day Festival, and likewise Burning Flames when they came to Dominica. The train was part of the evolution, especially during the corner of the Clock and Marikaram area, when that band, in our carnival time, the band took that corner, and everybody was kind of jam-packed, and that's the development of how the song, the train came into effect. So that's part of the musical industry. Just keep riding your horse, brother. Enjoy the success that comes with being part of any successful organization or group. And the past is the past, and think of the future. God bless you in your endeavors. Right. Bye for now.
Okay. Interesting vibes, Nigel.
Yes, 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 of course. Interestingly, from an SMA student. So, SMA alumni. Good morning to you, Mr. Rennick.
Yes, sir. You take
Um,
time to say that, would you? Yes, sir.
you just had to fit in it as always, you know. But so more in terms of the drum programming, and Ra, I mean, we will move on from that, but you certainly want, I mean, I'm going to start the call. Ra has to be on. For World Creole Music Festival 25 and 25, the original has to be part of the whole process. But Morris, in terms of the drum programming, though, I mean, was it something that you would actually? Is there a process that you go through in doing it, or it just happens? It just like you just feel something and start to put some bits together, or is it that you have to go back in the studio and tinker things around? What's the process like for you?
Okay, you see, I just come in different way. You could be watching a movie and you hear a melody or something, or you could be in the shower and you hear tung tung, licky ting tung 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 tung, tung tung. You go on the drum machine and you put that same thing, and then you add it. So a lot of stuff I did like that. You understand?
Yep.
You know, so you will hear something, or you just sit down and you just start to some phrase something, pa na 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 na, and you put pa na 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 na, and then you add, and then you originally start with the pa na 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 na, but you might have to take it out and put ting 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 ting. You end up putting something else, and you end up something sweet, and yeah. So and
So let me ask you. So would you have like some beats together and then you go to Ra and say, Ra, listen to that, and then Ra would just come and put some lyrics down, and then Keith come and put some
no
bass,
no
and Cornell put something, or is it that Ra would come and say, Hey Morris, I have a line or two, and you just say, Oh, hold on, let me. What's it like?
no, it never worked like that.
Okay.
It's like I always have. It's like the rhythm was always there.
Mm.
You understand? It's like the rhythm was always there, or he might have an idea for something, and I always had something to back it up.
Mm.
You understand? Because
Very
you have to
interesting.
realize, I'm used to him already.
Yeah, you'll have that.
He have a flow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
So it's
connection
like
is there. Mm.
yeah, and then especially a lot of times, I mean, like I told you, I have stories. I'm grateful I got the opportunity. I mean, it's been like plus 20 years. I had my differences with certain guys in the band, but I'm not gonna live the rest of my life that way. But no, it's like as I get older, I learn to appreciate more, and I listen to a lot of music now, not only music from Dominica. I listen to a lot of Spanish music. That's one of my favorite, salsa. And I listen to a lot of different culture, and I listen to the rhythm of it. So, I mean, we're in a stage now in life where, I wish man can work together and, CK have a lot of hits, a lot of great music. My two favorite CK song, I told you already, is like Rock Steady and Batty Rider. That's my two favorite CK songs, knowing what I did. And it's sad to see what's going on with the band today. I saw Keith Labor Day, I saw Cornell, and well, we never say anything, but I spoke with Keith. I would like to see the man come back together, if it's just for that one time, one dance, and do a good time session. Go back from the beginning, play all them songs like what the band used to play before, because people want to hear it. And I mean, we can't keep on fighting each other like that.
But you play a role in this as well in that movement that you
No,
want to see.
no, I will come and drink my rum as usual, and see which dot I can roll on.
That's what you will
But
do. But How involved are you though?
I want to
No.
see the man do their thing. I want to see the man do their thing and enjoy myself.
Okay. How much involved in the music are you? This is.
Well,
What are you doing?
I still have my equipment. I just recently got some new stuff, you know. So I'm creating a new technique. I'm experimenting, you know, and then I see what happens.
Okay.
You know, but
Very quickly, though, Morris, as you're talking about that PIK, Big Bamboo, and all the rest, what happened? What was all that about?
well, I was with CK, and then I had my problem with CK, and Edward Badwill had his problem with Serenade. So I knew RSB because you know them guys knew my dad, and I met them in Canada. So I ended up working on an album with RSB, and Eric Badwill was there. That's how we met each other. You know, we were never fond of each other. So that's how it came about. And we was in the studio by Jerry, and we said, hey, let's do a couple tracks, you know, to show them other bands, you know, how it's done. That's how it came out.
Yes,
It was a hit. But it wasn't, you know, when you end up doing something and you end up bossing, that's what happened.
What about
so it
you?
Wasn't,
Go ahead.
It wasn't something that we come together and have a discussion. He ended up booking on the album, I ended up booking on the album. I was there, you know, we was in bodies.
Okay.
And, you know, among talking to ourselves, you know, Jared was there, say, why man do a couple tracks? And we end up doing an album. I mean, and Big Bamboo ended up being a hit, Big Fat Man P, you know. So that's how it came about.
Okay. Well, what about you, Ra? I'm seeing that we are nearing the program already. Look at how time flies so quickly, you know, when you're having fun in particular.
Time flies when you're having fun.
But Ra, tell us what's happening with you these days. I know you lost a lot of equipment during Hurricane Maria. Where are you now in terms of the music?
we in recovery stage. You know what I mean? We're recovering from everything. In terms of that, I'm more or less working with my son. Though he's a busy guy doing his stuff, you know. So when he get a little time for me, then, you know, I fit in and I work with him. Sometimes he works on different projects, you know, so he asks for my input. You know, I'll volunteer. So there's where I'm at, you know. In terms of production, someone reached out to me. A few people, well, I've been getting a lot of people reaching out to me, but now I don't want to just like put out work and it's not marketed properly, you know, with all kind of latest kind of a thing there and platforms and all kind of terminologies to describe how to put your music out there and stuff like that, you know. So streaming and all those big
A lot has changed.
Yeah. So it's a lot of change, you know. So if I'm gonna be doing that, then you know I have to say exactly how I really gonna go about it and you know do it the right way, you know. But as a matter of fact, I've been talking with a few people on different things, you know, so we'll see exactly how it goes, you know. In terms of that, but in the meantime, you know, I really enjoy working with my youth man when he have time for me, when you're not so busy and he doing his thing or he calling me to. So I really enjoying that.
Nigel, imagine Ra on stage at the World Creole Music Festival. Man. I would like to see this. I would really like to see this.
Of course, we would love to see this.
And you know, Ra still have his moves. Ra is edging in reverse, so we have to take that into account as well.
Yeah, we certainly love to see that.
Yeah, man.
We'd love to see that. Definitely.
Well, the thing is, you know, I'm ready to work. I mean,
nice.
You know, anything come, I can deal with it. And as my guy was saying there before, he says, you have to forget the past or something like that. I think maybe that's a good word, like my partner from River Street does say.
I don't. Well, it should not be a place of residence, but it's a wonderful place of reference.
No, I just wonder, well, when people tell me, you know, we must forget the past, they send me back to history. I don't see, but what's the purpose of history if you have to forget the past? You know, so why people documenting certain things? And I mean, it have certain things that not really pleasant, you know. I could understand that you'd like to kind of, you know, forget it. But some people see, you know, certain experience that you have here is not just to make you bitter, it's to make you better.
To make you better. But would you be willing, though?
Huh?
Would you be willing to, like, just go on stage and and perform maybe the WCK.
As you say that, there will you be willing to send me right back to a poem, you know? The Owl and the Pussycat went to sea.
In a beautiful green book.
Will you be willing for a shilling?
No, but no, seriously, Rod. That's the question. I mean, a lot has happened. But
Yeah.
because when you were doing it as well, in your heyday, you were doing it for the fans. But a lot of the fans are asking now for that.
Well, I always do it because
collab.
I love what I do in the first place. You know, I love what I do. I really, embrace what I do. And of course, I do it because the people see themselves in it. So it belongs to them. So I don't want to take away their stuff from them. That belongs to them. Bouyon music is for the people. It's not for me. When I do it, when I do the Bomba Bouyon, it wasn't for me alone to sit down with a teaspoon trying to eat everything. That's not going to work. It's for the people. And, the powers that be or the people involved know exactly what's happening and they always know my position, So I am going to be going and say it over and over. They know. And they know the reason why. The love letter and all kind of a thing and all the kind of a long story. You understand? But no, as for the willingness, they know that because I kept back a lot of certain things, certain information.
Hello?
Because I
yes, Morris, you'll come in a while. Yes.
Yeah, I could see where it was really going, and I didn't really want to push. I can remember back in the day when, we do raw rhythm when I was just out of the band for that first time with the long story. I was having a conversation with Lennox Linton. Yeah, he was on mapping, and he was asking me. So I told him I don't think it was right for me to go through that. That happened, so we're looking at the other step, basically. Yeah. So it wasn't a thing that why I wanted to bring up certain things, but now certain narratives going wrong and false information going on. So I had no choice; I had to correct it because in our court of law it says that if you see certain things happening, you don't already say something. That means you're going along with it. So that's my main reason. So sometimes stepping in and saying certain things. But it's not that I want to bring down other people. Yeah, make them feel bad or anything like that. But no, the truth must be revealed. You know what I mean? It's like certain people saying certain things and it's not true. And they go about spreading it. So that's not right. But as for me, getting together and doing certain things, they know in their heart exactly where I stand.
But I would really like to see, some of us put aside our differences and make
well, the thing is, I've got no differences, because the differences is the same. I get
your drift. We have just about a minute or so. Morris, as quickly we have to end. It's already after our time. You were coming in, Morris. Go ahead.
Okay, closing argument. Okay, so I'm gonna say something. I would love for the Korean Music Festival to give RSB the flowers too, because RSB there and Effects Band. Okay? No. Like I say, with the CK, I would love to see them man come together as one for the fans and them. It could be just a one jam or one thing or whatever it is. But don't let all that good music go to waste. It's not worth it. It's just at the end of the day, you're going to suffer. And with my experience with music, right, you can't do it by yourself. And you Cornell, you can't do it by yourself. So it's better you guys come together and play music.
It's not just Ron Cornell. It takes a village. So all the musicians, we have to look at this collaborative efforts to ensure that we sustain. The vibes. But
that's the core of it.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. That's the core. And the milk and if that happens, the milk will be sweet again.
Yeah, the milk sweet already, mommy.
The milk does sweet.
The milk does sweet.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But right, I mean, you still keep busy. Obviously, you're in display, in church as well. You're very much involved in church life.
Well, the thing is,
we did not talk about this the last time you were on. Just quickly, 1 minute.
What is hit me again with that?
No, I was just talking about what you're doing. You're so much involved in the church as well. We see you almost every day.
Well, some people say I'm a priest.
Yes, so I don't know. I thought you were a deacon.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when it comes to working with people, helping people, that's my vibe. That's the way my queen raised us up. Going to infirmary, going to visit the sick. and stuff like that. So that's part of us. We just have that naturally. So like helping in the church is just like one of those. And any opportunity that I get to help somebody to make their life easier, then I step in. And my vibe is not to make. If I can make your life any easier, I don't want to be the one making your life more difficult. They say they are free people. When those that help you when you're struggling, those are just what you're struggling, and those that make you struggle. You check me? So now, it's supposed to be of the best, helping somebody in a struggle, not making their life more difficult. You check me? Or causing them to have that difficulty. And it's like, we have to keep it in mind that, we have to love for ourselves what we love for others.
Okay.
You check me? And love for others what we love for ourselves.
That's really deep.
Because we have to remember the golden rule. You check? Do unto others
as you have them do unto you.
As they would have them to do unto you. Amen.
Wow. Nigel, we have to end. We have to end.
Yes.
But Nigel, our plan is to have a lot of musicians come on. I mean, before the end of the year, we're going to have a lot of, Bouyon artists and other musicians come on,
yes.
and
there's a lot of stories
and tell the story as well, because we have a lot of talent here.
We can connect everybody.
Oh yes, oh yes, yes. So it was really a pleasure having you two on the program. I really wish we had more time. There's so many things that we have not even uncovered as yet that we could talk about.
Yeah.
Especially if what is happening now, what was happening before, if we can look at it and if we can, have that synergy to make anyway. But that's for another program. But thank you so much, Maurice Isles, for being on the program. Thank you as well,
Anytime.
Ted Daly and BA and Joe Cam and all who called Nigel, I enjoyed. We'll do it again next week.
As always, my dear. We connect again next week and make it happen. Another one. We'll see what's going on. In the meantime, we will look forward to seeing Ra being part of 25 in 25.
Yeah.
We'll continue the process.
Yes.
And Morris, continue doing your little programming here and there. Your contribution to WCK, to RSB, to Effects, to Serenade, to all those that you worked with should not go unnoticed as well. You played a big part in creating that Bouyon song, so. We appreciate that too, so
definitely.
continue blessings.
Thanks a lot, man.
I see Winnie say next get RSB, but we had RSB already as well on the program. We have had so many guests on this program, I tell you, since 2020. So some people are just joining now.
Over the 5 years.
But let me tell you something.
5 years soon,
yes.
We'll see how we can get everybody back.
We'll make it happen. So all the best, guys. Take care.
Well, thanks so very much, everybody, and thanks for your listeners, and Ivona,
I have a feeling you'll come again, Nigel. I'm right. I have a feeling you'll come on again. I have a feeling we'll bring you on again.
Well, I have that feeling, that sentimental feeling.
Yes, I have that strong feeling. Feeling.
But thanks again, and as you see, tomorrow is National Day of Prayer.
And today as well, Today, so it was released on Friday for the different denominations.
I think from Friday you should start, because the Muslims start
from
on Friday.
Right.
So it's like 3 days.
Yeah.
And the rest of our life, so tomorrow everybody, and those who worship today and those who worship yesterday, let's keep the good spirit going on, and let's give the Creator his thanks and praises and do the right thing.
All the best, guys. You take care.
All right.
Nice. All right. So we'll join our next program already in progress.
All I'm